time for another comparison. So I was asked a great question the other day, and I want to go ahead and answer it with a video because I feel like it's just a great opportunity to make some more content for you guys and let you see for yourselves and make your own decision. I am going to start this video off by showing you these wigs on my head without makeup, and then again with makeup, because I do know that, you know, sometimes we want to go out without makeup on, we need to run a quick errand or whatever, so it might be beneficial for you to see what to expect going without makeup versus wearing makeup. So let's get into it. You may already know that RPGSHOW wigs and HairVV wigs do have a lot of similarities. They both offer 100% human hair wigs. They both offer wigs with 13/6 cap construction. They offer ready-to-wear wigs, pre-cut, pre-colored. They also are within the same price point range. One of the differences between HairVV and RPGSHOW is the lace. HairVV makes their wigs with HD lace. RPGSHOW uses Swiss lace. Now, I've got two wigs here, one obviously from HairVV and one from RPGSHOW. I went ahead and I chose two that look pretty similar in color because for the sake of comparison, I don't want to distract you or throw you off by like throwing in a black and a blonde wig. So, I know you want to be a part of the video. One thing to also keep in mind though is the RPGSHOW wig is older. I've had it for longer. I've been able to wear it more. So just keep that in mind. This first one is the RPGSHOW wig. Like I said, this is the transparent Swiss lace. I always get transparent because I have fair skin. Here we go. So you might be able to just barely see where that lace starts and ends on my hand. Now let's try it on. Alright, so here's the close-up of my RPGSHOW wig, Sophia the Hairstylist 009. This is the transparent Swiss lace. Alright. Obviously, it becomes more evident as I zoom into my forehead. And you can see here, though, even though I ordered deep bleached knots, you can still faintly see some of the knots. But overall, not too bad. I could probably do a little bit of plucking actually up here to make that look better. There is no fake scalp on this. You do have the option to get a fake scalp though with RPGSHOW. You just have to select it. I think it costs maybe like $10 more to add on to your wig, whereas HairVV just, to my knowledge, just has a fake scalp on there by default. So, all right, so now I have Doris here from HairVV. And I will show you. This is HD lace up close. I feel like that is more visible than the transparent Swiss was. Now, on that note, something I just realized, which is also important information. This was the cappuccino lace, okay? So it's more like a light brown. This is honey lace, which is more recommended for fair skin. So this is HD lace in honey from HairVV. Oop, get that part out of the way. That still looks more visible to me than the transparent Swiss lace from RPGSHOW on my hand. However, this one does have the fake scalp, and that looks really good. Let's go ahead and I'll try on the honey one. This actually still looks very similar, so I think that'll be all right. That won't throw you off too much. All right, so this is the close-up of the HD lace in honey, which is the lightest you can get from HairVV. So I personally think that this is more noticeable than the transparent lace on the RPGSHOW wig. However, I don't see knots the way I was seeing knots with the RPGSHOW wig. So that's the main difference I've noticed whenever it comes to just the lace and the scalp in general, is that the HD lace is more visible on my skin than the transparent Swiss. However, the RPGSHOW wig knots have been more visible than those on the HairVV. I'm also going to try on the HairVV with the cappuccino lace, because this is supposed to be darker than the honey. It's a cappuccino lace on the HairVV wig. I don't feel like it was a big difference between the honey and the cappuccino. Okay, so let me put on a little bit of makeup and I'll throw them back on, and then you can see how visible each is. So I'm back with some makeup. I have the Sophia 009 from RPGSHOW back on my head. This again is the one with the transparent Swiss lace. That is pretty invisible if you ask me. However, like I said, you can still see a few little dots there from the knots. I could probably pluck those and it would be just fine. I'm not heavily concerned about it. But yeah, where does the lace start and where does it end? It's very hard to see in this one. Now let's try on the HD from HairVV. All right, this is the Honey HD lace from HairVV. I personally can still see where the lace starts and ends, even though I do have some bronzer on now. I could go a little more heavy-handed with it, but what's the point? I mean, it still looks pretty good. I mean, is that a knot right there? I think maybe that's one knot that I see. So I really don't think you can go wrong with either. It's just probably, does one bug you more than another? Another important thing I should say though on the topic of the cappuccino lace and the honey lace with HairVV is the scalp part. So even though I don't feel like there's a big difference between the shade of the cappuccino lace and the shade of the honey lace, they will sew in a fake scalp that's darker if you get the cappuccino. I have a video on this. I actually cut mine out because my scalp did look too dark. So if I'm doing a scalp, then I'm always going to choose for myself the honey. But I'm also still somebody who does not need a fake scalp sewn in since I don't have any hair under the wig. So I guess I've got some versatility as a bald woman, but anyway, I needed to mention that part. So I think that that pretty much covers it. If you do have any other questions, y'all know that I am happy to answer them. If you found this video helpful, or maybe some of my other videos helpful, I do have a code at both HairVV and RPGSHOW wigs. These codes do allow me to make a small commission should you decide to place an order with either. My code at RPGSHOW wigs is LMLacy, and my code at HairVV is Lacy30. So until next time, thanks so much, y'all. Bye.